All right. This should be good now. Check, check. Mic, check. Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing? Guys, let me know how the audio is. I'm trying something else out, a new software that I'm using. Unfortunately, the normal software that I use is Adobe Audition. There's a lot of CPU processing power that it takes, and so it does mess with my computer sometimes. So I'm trying something else out just to see how it is. Let's see. Audio is perfect. Thank you, Prathish. Hello, buddy. How you doing, my friend? It's good to see you. Let me just switch over screens here. Actually, before I do that, make sure. Okay, cool. We're good. Where is my face? Are you kidding me? Oh my God. Okay, did that do the trick? Awesome. All right, my friends, let me just for some reason, I think I'm off center. Okay. Hello, good afternoon, good evening. How's everyone doing? Audio is perfect, cool. First things first, before I go ahead and go about the stream, I just gotta say something first. Guys, if you guys did not see me on Kite's channel last week, it was absolutely arguably one of the best times I've had. We had a bunch of friends just hanging out. We decided to stream that as well. And I can't thank Kite enough for doing that for me. So Kite, if you ever see this or if you are watching this, man, I really do appreciate you. Thank you so much. And I absolutely had a grand old time and I can't wait to hang out again. Let's just say that there were some things we did that were definitely eye-opening to me, and we just had like great discussions and just good friends that we decided to just hang out. And also it was great meeting Monk. That's the first time I've ever met Monk in person. So I definitely had a great time and I can't wait to do it again. So Kite, thank you again so much. And guys, all of you decided to come over and subscribe to the channel because of Kite, or if you're coming over from Kite's channel, thank you so much for coming over and stopping by and saying just showing support. And maybe I hope to see you guys in chat here soon. But thank you guys so much again. I just wanted to get that out of the way. I can't thank you guys. I can't thank Kite enough. Like, I'm honestly beyond grateful to get an opportunity like that, and as well as welcome you guys to the channel. So thank you guys again. Let's go ahead and talk TA here. Mr. Reckless. Hey, Johnny. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Thank you so much for stopping by. I don't know how many of you guys are going to be popping in and out who are new to the channel. So guys, please introduce yourself so I can say hello. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk TA here. I don't know if you guys were watching Kite. I was before I decided to hop on here, and I guess we're just going to be kind of highlighting some of the things that I also think, or some of the things I may be thinking, as well as, if you guys are familiar, we do kind of trade, or at least view the market similarly. And some of the trades that we might have might be pretty similar, unfortunately. Sometimes either he beats me to it, or I might just be a little bit ahead of him sometimes. But that's the beauty of having multiple perspectives. Maybe he might highlight something that I missed, or I might highlight something that he missed. But for the most part, we're pretty much on the same page. So let's just go ahead and talk BTC and everything else that we're looking at here. So I'm going to start off with like what's going on now, just in case we do continue to pump throughout the stream. I'm just going to let you guys know some of the setups I'm looking for. Currently at the moment, I do want to see this larger setup play out. But as you can see, price has been developing over the past week or so. The primary entry was going to be at this high here for a short. I do not like the red trend lines as a good color. Let me just get rid of all this, just to show you guys the setups I'm currently looking at. So we do have this larger setup here with an A to a B to a C. All right. And now as kind of price is developing, this looks like it's turning into one larger A to a B to a C. If that is the case, I'm going to be taking a short on a new higher entry at about that 17.4. Let me get a clear entry for you guys. It's gonna be around like that 17,430-ish level. So that's the main idea or the main trade I am looking for at the moment. As you guys know as well, or if in case you guys are new to the channel and haven't seen this, but back when we were down here at this low, we did have this larger setup form. Hype, hit the likes. Josh V, good to see you, man. How you doing, buddy? Let's see. So I'm currently long off of this setup as well. I'm gonna go ahead and just mark out the price for you guys there. That's not what I wanted. Come on. All right, around that 15,450-ish region. So to me, if prices keeps pumping, fantastic. Ultimately, if I look at a much larger time frame / perspective, one of the things I am possibly looking at is if we do not get back above that 17,600, which is the macro A of the pretty much the larger bullish structure I am ultimately looking at to get back above. Now, keep in mind, when I say that the major macro level to get back above, for me to be bullish, I don't mean that we're going to be starting a bull run. I don't think maybe possibly could be the beginning of a bull run. Maybe this is the bottom here. I'm not quite dead set on that. But if we can get above that 17,600 and sustain, the probabilities from our upside do go up exponentially. And I will be targeting larger pivots or larger resistance levels just to kind of see where price wants to go. But if that isn't the case, ultimately what I'm looking for is I'm going to be looking for something like this to form. To where this is a larger A. We're working on a B somewhere, depending on where it wants to top out, and then potentially looking for a much larger C. Now, is this C wave going to be a much larger push to the downside where we might come down and test closer to the 10K region? I'm not too sure exactly. We'll kind of have to see how that goes. But ultimately, a greater push to the downside definitely can form. If you look at, and if you look at this from a much larger perspective as well, to me, this kind of does sound like it's setting up for a larger dump. We'll have to see. Maybe we'll come up and test that 17,600 as a much clearer resistance, and then instead of just this slight wick past it and kind of playing around this region, maybe we come up, put in a healthy retest and a healthy rejection, and then come back down. Who knows? We'll have to see how it responds when we get up there. But I'm open to both sides of the coin at this point. If we do pump or if we do dump, I'll give you guys basically a larger picture, or at least I'm looking for a much larger move in either direction. So regardless of what side I do play, hopefully we can capitalize on a much larger move to either direction. So just let's mark out the levels for you guys one more time. I'm long off of the 15,450 region, and I'm looking to take a short off of this area here. Once we get back above, if we can get back above and then reclaim that level back below, I'll be looking to take a short position off that. I'm already in a long, so I have no reason to play that 17,600 region. But for me, that's a little bit more of a bullish confirmation level. So we'll have to see how that goes. Those are the primary positions I'm looking for. And hopefully, regardless of what direction it decides to play, hopefully we can capitalize on a much larger move. Let's see. Christmas rally. Josh, definitely possibly in the cards as well. I definitely will consider that. What's the 0.886? 10,500. I'm not sure where you would be pulling those fibs from. Of what, the bull, like the bull market? Market bottom and market top. Well, if you're looking for something, what is that, the 0.886? Let me know if I'm doing this backwards. I'm pretty sure I'm doing it right though. 0.886, if this is the right direction, is not until like 4,500 bucks. I don't know if it's gonna get that low. Or maybe it depends on also where, if you're pulling it from here, it's still 5,300. But I don't think it's gonna get that low, to be honest, unless you're looking at a different trend. But just let me know if I made a mistake on that. But according to that fib, we're not gonna be coming down to that 5K region. I personally don't think it's gonna get that low. That's just my personal opinion. I like to take it level by level. Just for me personally, I like to see local lows be tested. We do have, let's see, I believe that one there. We already broke that one. The next level, if 16K does break, the probabilities to retesting the next local low in that significant trend is going to be around that, 9,700 to 10K region. So for me personally, come on. So I guess I'll mark these out from a larger support region just in case. Damn it, I did it again. There. So if that 16K, 16,200 breaks, the potential of going down to 10K definitely increases. But that's primarily, like, I got to take it level by level at a time. Obviously, if there is a break of that 16K and we come down to these lower regions, I will try to see if we can get a much larger ABC setup for a possible potential bottom. But we'll have to see how that develops as price develops in the future. So going back to this chart here, that's pretty much what I'm looking for with ETH. I'm going to go ahead and set up the trade, the bot to do its thing. But let's go over everything else here, and then from there we can go ahead and I have 10,636. Maybe I'm on, oh, you know what it could be? It could be that I'm on log. It could be that I'm on log. Let's see if that makes a difference. Oh, I'm doing it backwards. Okay, yeah, that was the problem. I had it on log. So it's not on log anymore. The logarithmic curve. Where I have log on the options. Yeah, oh yeah, it makes a big difference. That was the problem. So if you're not using log, yes, that does correlate with kind of close to that local low. Me personally, Josh, I'm not, I have to take it level by level. I definitely can see a claim and a reason for that level to be reached. But me personally, I'm just going to take it one level at a time. If it does happen, fantastic. Hopefully we can catch a short all the way back down in that region. But let's go back to ETH. So ETH is in a very similar situation, but it's, kind of developing a little bit different. We didn't have this set up here, but to me, after this setup formed, you can see I have my alert line at that entry. But once this setup formed and we kind of put in a much larger retracement, to me, this definitely looks a lot clearer as a much larger A, and I'm looking for a B and then a C. I personally like this a lot more. And so the primary trade of what I'm looking for as of right now, maybe if we don't get that new high past the, where's that weight go to? That 13, 14 and a half. If we don't get up to that, past that line and come back below, I will definitely continue to short that 1236. But for me personally, I'm kind of anticipating a little bit of a higher high at this point, and I'm definitely gonna be looking to take that instead of the 1236 region. But just keep that in mind. If this does happen, or if we do not get a higher high, definitely gonna be shorting that 1236, and we'll see what happens. as well as I'm also holding a long position from the larger setup here. I'll go ahead and just illustrate that for you. A to a B to a C. Now, we did not get a lower low here like we did with BTC. So that C is going to end at that first wick at 1072. So as long as we're back above the... Shoot. I'll go ahead and just draw this. As long as we're above that 1178 region, I'm definitely going to be holding longs. And hopefully we can get a larger push to the upside. If that is the case, like I said, I'm willing to play both sides of the coin. And I'm more than willing to try to catch a larger move regardless of what direction we go here. Bartholomew, yo. Oh, how you doing, man? It's good to see you. Guys, Bartholomew has, I don't know if you want to attest to this, but he left a wonderful comment on my page regarding the, I think it was the last stream or one of the last videos I posted. And I'm going to go ahead and just highlight it here because it's comments like these that I absolutely love to see. And to me, like, it's very inspiring to, let's see if I can go ahead and pull it up here. Oh, come on. I thought I paused it. There we go. Okay, so I pinned it. Like I said, Bartholomew, thank you so much, my friend. I hope you're doing well, man. It's good to see other people having success with the ABC strategy. It definitely can open everyone's eyes. Let me see if I can pull this up. I might just have to screen clip it. Take a screenshot. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pull it up here. So, Bartholomew, like I said, I really do appreciate it, man. I just got to read this out loud. Johnny, I've been running a strat derived from what I learned from you. It literally changed my life, and all the trading strats I've learned through the years I've ditched. I'm running it more in a divergence confirmation than using ABCs, but the entries are nearly identical to what you're showing. I'm going to be joining your Discord. You're more earn my money. I run this thing on all time frames, and the assets of hit rate is obscene. Guys, everyone give a nice round of applause for Bartholomew. Thank you so much, my friend, for leaving such a good comment. I hope you're doing well, man. I hope things are going great in the strategy that you're using. Like I said, I personally don't use RSI as confirmation, but some people have done it and definitely can have some success from it. But man, guys, definitely go ahead and drop a comment if you would like. Just congratulating Bartholomew, because that's what I love to see, and that's the reason why I do this stuff. Is hopefully down the line I can definitely help you guys out as much as I can, and maybe we can get you guys to a similar situation, or at least get you close to where, or accomplish something close to what I've done. So hopefully that's the case. Bartholomew, hope you're doing well, my friend. Thank you so much for stopping by and saying hello, as well as dropping the great comment. So just wanted to shout him out. I don't get too many comments like those, so when I do get them, or at least I haven't gotten many as of yet, as the channel grows, hopefully we can get more of those in the future. But so yeah, going back to what I said before, 1178 I'm currently long off of, and if we can get a short entry, if we can get back above the 1315, looking to play both sides of the coin here, and hopefully we can get a much larger move to the downside or upside, regardless of what direction. Like I said, I don't want to necessarily play into one direction that much. You know, I might have a personal bias in what I personally think what could happen, but as well as I also have to understand that I got to play both sides of the coin, and as well as try to take advantage of the larger move. And sometimes you have to be willing to play both sides in order to catch that. So hopefully we can get an answer sooner than later. Going back to LTC. Now, LTC hasn't changed much since the last time I streamed. Pretty much we have this much larger structure at of this ABC here, with the A lining up at around that 7350. So if LTC can put in a lower low past that, I'm personally willing to take that. Now, I know some people have asked me about this ABC here. Me personally, just comparing this to the larger A, B, C here, yes, you could take it. I wouldn't advise against it just because it's a good structure in my opinion. But me personally, I think the size of the larger ABC that I have highlighted in orange outweighs the smaller setup. So for me personally, I'm willing to lean more towards that 73.50 of that larger A as being my short entry. So that's primarily what I'm looking for. If you guys are in a short position from up here, definitely also a great position to be in as well. So for me personally, that's what I'm looking for LTC. If you guys have any questions for me, or we're just gonna sit here and hang out for a little bit. Can you guys hear the music? It is playing. Let me know how the volume is. I want to make sure that I'm not too overpowering. I'm gonna turn it up just a little bit. There we go. All right. Mr. Reckless, Johnny, would you say everyone can be profitable if you invest enough time in this? Abso-freaking-lutely. So I think one of the most important things or one of the most important things to practice in this space is, for me personally, I think this can apply to most people. I think is one, consistency, is sticking to a strategy or willing to learn or spend enough time learning something. There's different aspects to trading, as not just actual strategies itself. Learning how to use proper risk management, as well as understanding overall how to approach trading. Sometimes that takes practice and understanding that concept. So you have to be kind of consistent with that, as well as sticking to a strategy. I think one of the biggest problems is that some people are less willing to stick to a certain strategy. If let's say you're running ABCs and let's say you didn't get the best timing, let's say we're in a bad market structure, or just a bad overall price range or movements to where nothing's really happening, or if you're losing a lot of people are very quick to jump the gun and will actually just move on to the next strategy because they don't think it's profitable. Not enough people don't spend enough time with one particular strategy in order to be successful with it. Me personally, I've gotten lucky. When I was first starting out, I was playing kind of a support and resistance type of trading style, as well as taking breakouts and all that. And for me, I got in at the right place at the right time, and I made good money pretty fast doing it. So that right there was like a little bit more of an extra motivation to stick to it. At some points it didn't work out, or it did slow down, and we didn't end up changing strategies. But yeah, I would say you definitely will do better if I'm trying to think of like a good way to compare this. If you take two people who do this, let's say someone comes from let's say, I'm trying to think of a way to put this. The reason why I'm going to use this example is because it applies to me. Like, I'm not the smartest kid in the world. But the one thing I will say is that if I believe in something and I think I'm onto something, or if it's something I like doing, I will stick to it day and night until I can't anymore. That's something that's, I guess, a good and bad thing when it comes to me. I'm very all or nothing when it comes to certain things. So when I first started getting into trading, I was very serious about it. So I dedicated as much time, as many hours as I could, whether it's watching Kite, reading books, watching other videos, practicing, trying to like brainstorm these strategies, and just being open-minded to a lot of things. I think anyone can do this, as well as actually, I would say 90% of people can do this, but the reason why 90% of people fail is because they're either they don't stick to the game long enough, or they'll sit there and how do I say this? They'll just lose everything they have and not be willing to try again. That's probably the most important thing, is like sticking to something and being open to learning. Keeping a closed mind is definitely something that's going to hurt you as well. Being open-minded, not be ignorant about certain things, and just opening yourself into learning new things is definitely going to help you out as well. It's a lot I just said. Hopefully let's see. Yeah, sticking to the strategy is the hardest for me right now. I said stick to the ABC because for me, simpler strategy is the best strategy. Been there with Market Cipher, it just didn't click for me. Yeah, I think like it also understanding certain aspects as trading as well. It's like there's no magic indicator, there's no magic strategy that's going to work or make you profitable all the time. Understanding that, as well as sticking to a strategy that doesn't rely on indicators, mostly sticking to price action in itself. That was one of the key turning points for me as well. Like Elliott Wave is there, it can work. There's a lot of problems with it. One of the biggest problems is anticipating certain things to happen. What I mean by that is you're looking for specific targets in mind. That could definitely bite you in the butt as well. I think I'm trying to think of something that can teach you how to enter trades without primarily focusing on certain targets to be hit. And once you I'm not saying dumb it down, but once you break it down into like that kind of aspect or that perspective, you'll be surprised on how little people actually trade like that. It's always either a tool or an indicator that's going to be used, or that's there to give you the answers, or as well as a strategy that's going to tell you every single move in the market. That's what it comes boiled down to. Yeah, to me, traditional Elliott just seems like you miss too many trades waiting for things to happen. Exactly. Is the problems with Elliott Wave theory is that yes, it could give you like potential moves, but if you're not opening yourself up to take opposing ideas or taking different positions based on different opinions or different structures you might see, that's going to bite you in the ass. And that's what a lot of people have, or that's one of the main issues people have with Elliott Wave theory, is that a lot of the times you're anticipating either a certain level to be reached, then you take a trade, or you take a trade and wait for a certain level to be reached to take profit. John, were you not working on a kind of indicator for the ABC trading? So it's not an indicator, it's going to be like a tool. Like you still have to. So basically, yes, I was working with David Tech, and we still are. We're still trying to see what I haven't heard from him because he's so busy running his own Discord and trying to restructure things. He's got a lot on his plate, so I'm never going to push him on what he's working on. Just to get whatever I want to see, or just to prioritize what we have going on, just because it's just not my thing. Yes, we are working. It's not an indicator, it's a tool. So I'm going to give you, I guess, a brief introduction to what that's going to be. So I haven't seen it yet. I'm still waiting to see if I can get some sort of be able to test it out before I officially let you guys know what it is. But pretty much what I think it is, based on what he told me, what we talked about, is that it's going to be a tool that's going to allow you to plot the A and the B. So you're still doing that yourself, but what it's going to do, it's automatically, let's say in a long position, it's going to mark out where the A is. All right, it's going to give you a line here. And what it's going to do is once price gets back below and you're taking a long position, it's going to automatically set up the entries for you. So it's not necessarily an indicator, it's more of like a tool, if that makes sense. And the same thing vice versa. Like say, for example, for the short we have going on, I would be able to basically tell the tool, hey, this is going to be the A, this is going to be the B. All right. And then from there, what it should do is it should be able to automatically draw a point of if this and that statement based on the A. And once price gets back above and back below, it'll automatically set the entries for you. So based on that's what he told me. That's basically what I got from what he told me. If that's the case, that's going to be pretty big in my opinion. It's pretty much almost like the entry tool that I've been messing with, or the bot for the entries. But it's just gonna be able to get all in one package kind of thing. So, Mama, yes, you are correct. Kind of. It's not necessarily an indicator; it's a tool. So you still have to be able to spot the entries and the ABCs yourself. Okay, so a little bit like setting your alert with TV Hub, but differently. Correct, yeah. It's like that, and also it gives you the visual aspect of the ABC as well. So it's gonna look nicer. It's gonna also allow you guys to be able to practice spotting ABCs too. Yeah, in a way, and it's gonna be able to help you guys out. But yeah, it's gonna basically be kind of like an all-in-one thing. Like I said, I don't know how much of that is going to actually be implemented, just because I'm not too sure how David is going to build that. But based off of what he told me, that's what I think it's going to be. So guys, I promise, when that comes out, when that does decide to, or once we push forward with that, and once I can talk about it more, I will absolutely be showing you guys what it is and how it works. TV Hub is a lifesaver, absolutely. Yeah, that TV Hub is a sleep saver in the first place for me. Yeah, I wish I got my hands on this, or got something like similar to this a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. Definitely would have saved me some headache. And it definitely makes life a lot more of that life. It makes life easier by making trading more passive. So, I'm currently using, well, I'm going to be switching over to, David's version of the bot. I'm trying to remember, let me just find it here. David has his own version of this. Me personally, I'm going to be switching over to using this more, just because I've been working with him, and that's his own product. And me personally, I'll show you if I can find it. Where is it? Cool. So David's version of this is called trigger.trade. And basically it's your own API thing too. I'm still experimenting with this. I got access to it before I left to go see Kite. I haven't had much time to do this, but when I get off of stream today or tomorrow, I'm definitely going to be sitting down with this a lot more and trying to figure this out. I got to set up the APIs and all that stuff. But we're also, to me, I like the setup of this a little bit more. It's a little bit more clear. I know there's no pyramiding setting to toggle on and off, but it does it automatically. I just wanted to make sure that was it. But this is primarily what I'm going to be using switching forward. I think David has it linked to Patreon, so you guys will have to pay for this, just like TV Hub. But I think the actual subscription version of this is going to be a little bit easier to use, just because TV Hub you have to pay with crypto. That's cool. If you're going to use that, I would say definitely get a longer term subscription, because in order to set that up every month, it's going to be a little bit of a pain. But yeah, maybe if I can get some sort of, I wonder if they have an affiliate program. I'll have to talk to David or William about that. Where's chat? Okay, that's a true that. So many missed trades because I was sleeping. Yeah, that's like I said, I if I had let's say $10 every time I missed a trade 'cause I was sleeping, my car would have been paid off a long time ago. Let's just say that. So this has been an absolute lifesaver. Only for like sometimes it's not the best. Unfortunately, I had an ETH trade trigger down here, and it didn't get me into like, oh no, this is BTC. Sorry. I had the ETH trade trigger down here, but it didn't get me into like 12.26. So the entry wasn't the best on it. I ended up getting stopped out a little early, but it's no worries. Like, it got the BTC entry for me pretty much spot on. Like, I pretty much got in on that wick. I think it was like 15,470 somewhere around there. So that was almost an exact bottom entry I got on there. So like I said, I'm gonna work with the David Tech version of the static bot. And if things go, it looks pretty simple, almost the exact same thing. Maybe I'll come out with a tutorial video on how to do that. Maybe you can apply it to the ABC method more. But yeah, that's probably the next video I'm gonna be working on here shortly. I also have something else that I gotta edit and get together as well. I just got back from my trip not too long ago. I left Friday, and so Saturday I had stuff to do, and today I'm kind of like just catching up, doing like cleaning up my room and doing all that stuff. So this week I got some stuff planned for the channel. But yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say. Wow. But yeah, I just wanted to say shout out to you guys who are just joining the channel, man. Like after Kite and I streamed the 2 times, I gained like almost 100. It was like 60, 70 subs in a couple days. And that's absolutely freaking incredible, man. I'm beyond grateful for that. And if you guys are stopping by the live streams who are new to the channel, welcome. Good to see you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like I said, I've been a friend of Kite's for a while. I've been following him for years. And hopefully, you know, you guys who decide to subscribe and come visit the channel or visit the live streams, hopefully I can help you guys out as well. Yeah, but I'm excited to meet all of you, or meet those who are new, or if you guys are, you know, been long time viewers, followers of mine, it's good to see you as well. But it's really nice to see that people actually want to come over and subscribe and watch me listen to what I have to say. So guys, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really do appreciate it. You're sitting on gold here, man. I'm telling you. Yeah, man. The goal is like I had someone ask me. I had someone DM me last week. I'm a mod in a big YouTuber's Discord. I don't even run the system they run over there anymore. Do you mind asking who it is, Bartholomew? You don't have to tell me. Maybe if you want to DM me. I know we're friends on Discord. I'm curious to see who. But one of the things like I always wanted to, yeah, DM me. One of the things I always wanted to do is like get this out. Wanted to spread the knowledge as much as I can. Like Kite does a great job doing what he does. To be honest, like I aspire to be a teacher like him. He knows how to explain things very well, and that's something I need to work on and practice. I feel like I do pretty good. But every time I listen to him like explain things to someone, I'm like, shit, man, like he just knows how to do it. It's like he knows how to articulate himself and explain things very well. That's something I need to practice. But like, he doesn't necessarily push the channel. He doesn't necessarily push the ABC method so much. Someone who doesn't necessarily like he obviously streams and stuff, but like he doesn't need to do it. He doesn't need to put the effort in. He's got a good following already. But like, I kind of want to get it out there more. When I saw your YouTube channel, I was like, well, finally, someone who's down to earth and made something out of trading, and happy to see ABC strategy working. So and subscribe instantly. Thank you so much, Mr. Reckless, for doing that. Yeah, like I said, I'm no one special. I'm just some kid who decided to try it out. It worked for me. Like, I'm not smart. I'm not that smart of a kid, but I am dedicated and willing to learn. That's one of the things that I feel like it definitely can separate you from most people, is dedication and time versus actual like knowledge and IQ, like higher, like people who are higher IQ. I know people who are way smarter than me who can't do this or can't get a grasp on this. Like, I know a kid who's like an engineer, went to a very higher end school. He's working a good job. He wanted to make money on the side. I kind of like briefly like sat him down and tried to explain things, and he just couldn't necessarily grab it. I'm sure obviously with time he probably could pick it up a lot faster than I did. But yeah, he just this necessarily put in the time, and you know, he didn't really stick to it. Didn't really need to. Nothing on, not no shaming him for that. Just not his thing. The way me and a couple friends run it on small time frames, scalp options, the New York Stock Exchange for a quick 5-10 minute trades. That's cool, man. I'm glad it works. I haven't really tried anything using like stocks or options like that. Let's see. Kamal, hey Johnny, how are you? Doing good, my friend. Good to see you. I joined a little bit late. We're just here hanging out. If you need me to go over everything, Kamal, please feel free to ask. I can definitely run it back for you. But yeah, I try to be as realistic as possible. Like, I'm not perfect. I miss trades. Mess up on entry sometimes. I mess up on my risk. I don't necessarily, I'm not a perfect poster child for trading. Like the challenge account that I've been working with, I haven't had the same results as Kite, just because I missed out on a couple trades. I messed up on my risk settings on certain trades, so like our results are a little bit different. Yeah, it's just taking advantage of the volatility for the options. The system made the R&R ratios make a lot more sense. Oh, it's beautiful. All right, maybe at some point if I decide to dabble in that. Let's see. I want to ask you on the Ethereum trade, the ABC each setup. I was stopped out. I want to know if I should larger the stop loss. So the ETH trade, the main short setup that I'm looking for, Kamal, is going to be this one here. To me, this ABC that we formed in the beginning, it's just one A. We have a larger B, and I'm looking for a push to the upside to form a C. All right, and from there, that's going to form a short setup. And from there, I'm going to be taking a short once you get back above and then back below this level here. As for stop loss, I'm curious to see what stop loss percentage you're using, because I use about 3% risk, 3% stop loss on chart. I gotta run out here for some Sunday stuff here, but I'll DM you later. I can go on a little further about what we do and the other thing we were talking about up there. Okay, liked and sub. Thank you so much, Bartholomew. I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much for stopping by. Hope you have a good rest of your day, my friend. But yeah, come on, let me know what the stop loss percentage you're using, because I'm using 3% stop on chart, and that's a lot of breathing room. I will check. One sec. Yep, I'll be here. Just let me know. Or if you want to give me like the entry and the stop loss, I can figure it out that way too. Check, check. Mic check. All right, you guys should be able to hear me. Cool. Sorry guys, I'm just messing with I'm using a new DAW to run my audio through. Unfortunately, I'm using Adobe Audition, but it just uses way too much processing power. And so it'll mess with it messes with my keyboard sometimes my keyboard just doesn't work, and it's just not good. I might have to get a stronger processor. As well as I tried streaming on Twitch, streaming gameplay and stuff, and I watched it looked fine on the Streamlabs side of things, but when I watch back to watch the video, the gameplay footage was just terrible. So I want to see if that's taking away from the processing. I also have to use a higher bit rate, unfortunately, when streaming. I might have to upgrade my equipment again if I want to, do this or do that. I'll have to see. Some games are fine. For some reason, just Battlefield was terrible. GK111. Hello, my friend. How you doing? Good to see you. But yes, just hopefully, I know I checked the audio. I'm sure it sounds good. If it's like messing up, crackling, anything, please let me know. But I think I got it pretty much down pat. Yeah, my stop was 2.5%. Yes. One thing to keep in mind, Kamal, is when we're in these lower price ranges, the percentage of which price moves increases. So the volatility can increase. So unfortunately, like for BTC, back when we were up here in like the 60K range, up at these higher levels, like you can get away with using 1% stop loss, because the amount of actual movement it will take to get 1% is going to be a lot harder to do since there's more money in the market. As price comes down, it becomes a lot easier for price to become more volatile. So in order to compensate for that and to not get wicked out too many times, you're gonna have to increase your stop loss percentage to make up for that. My opinion is I would say a 3% has been pretty good as of recently. CZ, the market cap is lower. Oh, cause the market cap is lower. Yeah. More easier to move markets. Exactly. It takes a less amount of basically 1% of 17,000 is less than 1% of 69,000. So it's going to be a lot easier for price to move higher, and basically swings in higher percentage the lower the price moves. So if price comes down to like 10K, we might have to even increase the stop loss even more. It's like a 4%, just to protect ourselves from the extra volatility. We'll have to see. Obviously, when we get down there, we'll have to see if we do get down there. But me personally, I didn't really think about that until recently. Is yes, that when we're at these lower price points, you do have to give yourself a little bit more breathing room with a larger stop loss, just to protect yourself from the extra volatility. You're using 3% stop loss on every coin, or just BTC and ETH? No, at this point, I'm pretty much using 3% on everything. I'm using BTC, ETH, LTC. I might be taking a trade on Matic. If that does happen, I will be using a 3% stop loss, but I'm using half risk. How much would you risk on 4% stop loss on chart? I'm trying to, I want to say that it's going to probably, I probably would use a 4%. But you also got to keep in mind that there's a certain threshold. You don't want to get to a point to where you want to over risk. Now, regardless of what your R&R setup is, you do not want to over risk yourself or expose yourself to too much risk at a time. That's the primary reason why I'm not trading too many alts at the moment. I might trade maybe one alt, but I'm sticking to BTC, ETH, and LTC just because if we're using larger risk percentages across the board, you're going to end up exposing your portfolio to a little bit too much, in my opinion. So if you're using 4% and you're trading let's say you're trading 3 coins, 4, 8, 12, at one given moment, you can have 12% of your account exposed at one time. That's a lot. That is a lot. I'm not the biggest fan of that, of the amount of exposure you're getting. But like I said, there's a fine line. And I think we're like 3% is like getting close to the edge. I would say 4% tops. I probably wouldn't go past that. Let's say you have a 3%, 3 setups on LTC, BTC, ETH. Would you risk 3% in each trade? Correct. Yes. But remember, you have to adjust your portfolio size as you're entering each trade. So let's say you have $1,000. Let's say you enter an ETH trade or a BTC trade first using 3%. It's gonna be $30. So subtract $30. The next position, you gotta assume you lost already. Then you gotta figure out 3% of that. So then you're gonna subtract 970 by 29. That's gonna be your next position, 941. Multiply that by 0.03. I like to just round down for simplicity's sake. And then the next trade, so the LTC trade is gonna be a third trade. You have to use. Nope, I messed up. So you would have to use right, did I do that right? Yeah, I did that right. Yeah, plus 28 plus 29 plus, yeah. So you'd be using 28. So you have to adjust as you're going down. So that's 9% of your capital. It's a little bit less just because you have to adjust it as you're going down, but it's just about 9%. Yeah. $28 plus 29 plus 30. Yeah, see, technically it's 8.7% of your total. If you're using $1,000, but remember you have to adjust it as each trade as you lost each individual one, if that makes sense. So let's say the first trade you entered, you start off with 1,000. You have to automatically assume that you lost that trade. So now you get down to 970. Next trade, you'll be risking $29. You have to adjust your total portfolio position size based off of the assumed loss already, and then do it again. So yeah, but technically it's 8.7. Is there a way in TV Hub to risk according to portfolio? I think there's an option. There's an option of like use percent of available balance. Risk percentage. I haven't experimented with this, so I'm not too sure. You probably would have to use risk percentage, but the problem is it goes off of total portfolio value. So if there's a situation to where you have, let's say, a dedicated amount in BTC and ETH holdings, and also you're trading USDT, it might not work because you have you have different amounts sprinkled in different trading pairs. If you have everything in USDT, yes, you should be able to use percent of available balance. I think that's what you would want to do. Maybe you might be able to use wallet. Let's see. If you use this option, you can choose what percent of your entire wallet balance you've used in an open position. Be careful with this option. Under some circumstances, the trades may not open or open too large. If you trade more than one pair, you cannot use 100% in this case. The second will fail trade. Okay. Yeah, you can. You might be able to use it. I personally haven't experimented with this, but I think the option is there. I think the best way to go about it is use available balance. Oh no. I don't know, to be honest. I think maybe you use percent of wallet, but I think you would have to have everything in one dedicated pair. I don't think it goes across multiple pairs. I think it might not work if you have it, if your money spread across in BTC, another coin, and UST TT. You would have to use, you would have to have it all under one pair. Got it first try. No, I'm kidding. I already knew it, what it was. I had to do that. Sorry, Kite. I thought Wave was a good option. I swung and I missed. It's weird. Like when I was at Kite's house, I had a arguably better sleep schedule than I did at home. Well, it's because like I wanted us to wake up around the same time. So especially like on the days that we were streaming, Kite's like, hey, I'm gonna be up around like this time. Like, all right, cool. I'll aim for like the middle. So I would get up, get ready, go to his room, and we do our thing. And then once later on in the week, while I was there, we kind of like one night we stayed up too late, a little bit later, and we also just slept. And then from there, the next day, we kind of just did whatever. Texas State Brazil was absolutely off the chart, as it always is. I will absolutely make the drive there anytime to go eat at that place, just because it's so good. I learned my lesson though. I'm definitely not going to be getting alcohol there, just because one, the majority of drinks they have there is like tequila based, and I absolutely despise tequila. But besides that, and plus like it was $12 for a drink, and it was like, I think how big it was, like maybe the size of, I can't have anything around me to describe the size of it, but it wasn't that big of a drink. Of course they fill it up with ice. Like I took like maybe less than 10 big sips and I was already done with it. It was all right, but next time I'm not getting a drink. And plus, like I said, $12, and you're already spending $60 on dinner. So like I spent almost $100 just by myself. It was like after tip, it was like $90. Yeah. So love that place to death. Definitely a once in an occasion kind of place. Not once in a lifetime, once in a while occasion. But yeah, it was good. But I absolutely freaking like the drive there wasn't too bad. The drive coming home kind of sucked. Just because it was like a Friday, and by the time I got to past Washington DC and got into like the backwoods of Maryland and like Pennsylvania, everyone was kind of like getting out of work, getting out of school. So there's a decent amount of traffic on the highways. I wish I lived closer, man. I wish I lived closer. Triangle? Ooh. Man, it's snowing where I live. This is the first actual snow we've gotten this year. It's actually not that bad because usually if it gets like some of the bad winters I've had up where I live, it would snow before Thanksgiving. So like the middle of November. Remember it snowed like a couple days after my birthday one year, and I was like, geez, man, this is crazy. But this is the first actual snow. It's not even that bad. Like, it's not even sticking. Let's see how long it's supposed to go for. Okay, it's supposed to go majority of the night. Yeah, it doesn't even say it's gonna stick or anything significant. Yeah, winter is here now. Like the rest of the week, and then going into next week, like the warmest day is supposed to be like 43 degrees Fahrenheit. The winter is officially here. I personally love. I don't love winter. I like the in between seasons, like spring and fall. Take care, man. Gotta go. Hopefully to see you soon. Absolutely, my friend. Thank you so much, Mr. Reckless, for stopping by. I really do appreciate you. I'm gonna be trying to stream 3 times a week. I think doing the Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday schedule might be the best. So you'll see me today. I'll have tomorrow off. Tuesday I'll stream. Wednesday I won't be here, and then Thursday I'll do. That seems to be probably the best schedule going here on out. I don't know how you guys feel about me streaming on a Sunday. It's just I want to get more time in. And I feel like Sunday is a good day because obviously like the markets aren't open yet, like the US markets, they don't open till 6. But you know, it could be situations like this to where we get like some move. Of course, like I decided to start streaming when Bitcoin was pumping and now it's dumping. So now everyone's like, Bitcoin's not pumping. What are you talking about? It's just a title, guys. I'm sorry. So if you guys have any questions for me, please feel free to ask. Like I said, we're just gonna be hanging out here for a little bit. I'm probably I'm gonna shoot for like another half an hour, maybe 45 minutes, and if we can get something good going on, maybe possibly longer. Yeah, I got time. I just gotta be out of here by 5, before 5. There's this new. Oh god, I hate. Why is this so zoomed in? There's this new monitor. I forgot the name of it. Yeah. I actually want this thing.
You know, it's funny.
One of the biggest problems with like bigger monitors is the aspect ratio. So like if you go to the Samsung Odyssey G9, it's a 49-inch monitor, but I don't think, what's the aspect ratio of that? Yeah, it's a 32:9. So like the actual height of the screen is crunch and it's a little bit spread out more. This, I believe, has I don't remember the. Oh shit, it's releasing in 3 days. It's a 45-inch 1440p 240 hertz monitor. Now, I don't personally I'm not the big fan of the curve feature. I think it'll be cool to have. What is the This is not anything informational. Xenon Flex by Corsair, and Corsair makes good computer products. So, I don't remember what the aspect ratio of this is. Yeah, see, I personally don't like that. But I've been eyeing this thing. Yeah, so 240 hertz OLED with 0.03 millisecond response time. That's less than most good monitors out there. So he's getting faster response time. I don't remember the act. Yeah. So it's a regular 21:9. I'm pretty sure that's most monitors. I'm not too familiar with aspect ratios. I'm pretty sure that's most monitors. I'm pretty sure that's what mine is. So yeah. Oh, we're dumping a little bit. Let me make sure I have everything set up right. There's if you need a pro to set you up for the upgrade, hit me up. Oh, sorry, I'm reading it. I just realized I'm reading a private DM. I'm so sorry, No Fly Zone. Let's see. So yeah, I want to be able to run something like this. I think it's really cool. I really want to get the specs on the new AMD 7000 series card. But we'll talk about that another time. Play Wordle for me, Daddy. Kite, I just... I already know what it is. I already did it. I was like, oh, I got it first try. I was so mad about before. Like, I said wave. And I was like, it's wave. Wordle Unlimited. All right. I'll do one for you. Let's do... I don't want to do audio because that's your thing. Let's do... I don't know what else is a good word to start out with. We'll do something stupid. Table. All right, the T's in the right spot. Table is not it. Let's do... T. No, there's no E, there's no A. Thunk? What the hell is thunk? That actually is a fucking word. What the hell? So it's T. Trying to think of like R U. No. Church. TH something not. You. Oh, it's not truth. Good job, Heather. T. This is a tough one. I have no idea. Oh, who the hell is tech? Hold on, someone's calling me. No, decline. Okay. This is a tough one. Truth was a really honest, good guess. You guys got anything else? I can't think of anything. Touch, that's a good one too. Boom. Oh, what? What the hell is in place of that? Tough? That's gotta be it. All right, it's tough. Just play again. I'll do kites thing. Audio. Oh, terrible start. Craft. I know I put A twice in two different words, but craft. I'll do one more. This is gonna be the last one. This is gonna be the last one I do because I am not too good at this. What if the F is there, something with an, I want to say the O maybe is in the second spot. A loft, that's a good one. Okay, so the O is in the second or the third place. If that's the case, a loft is not it. Goofy? I was thinking something like that. Kite, got it. Good job, Kite. Hell yeah. All right, that's the last one. Unless you, nah. Oh, I gotta set up my magic trade. Magic trade. Yeah, take that, mom. Suck it. I gotta set up the magic trade here. Wonder if I can use. Oh, I have to set up the APIs for. So I'm not using. I might start using David Tech's version of the trigger bot. It's the same thing, just a little bit different. I got access to it, so I'm gonna try to mess with it, but I gotta set up the APIs. I'll probably do that off stream. Matic, you got the entry at about 89.19 or just below that. That's the only thing else, like altcoin wise, that I'm eyeing. I don't really see. I mean, talk about KDA. KDA has that short set up. I'm not taking that. I bought Spot. Unfortunately, I bought like around like 87 cents. It's because I missed the original entry, and I was like, you know what? We're kind of consolidating here, so I'll just buy it. Plus, it was lining up with a local low. I'm not trying to get the exact like entry for a spot buy. I always forget which one has the. Yeah. Yeah, it was in that zone. So I said, screw it. I'll buy it. They bought like 80. I bought like 85-ish cents. So. Let's see. There's nothing else really going on. I give you guys a short setups. We might be getting something here soon. Triangle break. But Kite, I know, like, I'm not sure if you're still here, but like, we gotta get together soon again, man. Like, it was a lot of fun, and like, I really do appreciate you. And we gotta go out to Texas Day. Brazil is immaculate. It would always be immaculate. Except for the spicy sirloin. That was kind of rough. Yep, I'm sure we will plan something soon. Absolutely. we get the gang back together. All right. I'm probably going to wrap this up here in a few minutes, just because we've been going for an hour and a half, and I got all the tea out of the way. Unless you guys have any good questions for me, and then within the next few minutes, but I'm gonna go ahead and wrap things up here shortly. Ite, you want to play some COD for a little bit before I leave? No, I'm kidding. Actually, maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna be able to for a little bit. Unless you got something else going on, I'll hop on and play a round or two at DMZ. But besides that, folks, I'm gonna go ahead and call it. Like I said, here in a few minutes. I am currently. All right, cool. I'll call you on Discord after this. But it's good seeing you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, saying hello. If you made it this far and watching the replay, I really do appreciate you. Those who decided to come by, say hello during the live, actual live stream itself. Thank you guys so much for doing that. For those who are new to the channel, I welcome you. Thank you so much for tuning in, stopping by, saying hello. Like I said, I really do appreciate you guys. I know there's going to be a good amount of you who are new to the channel. And like I said before, I really do thank you guys. I really do appreciate all of you guys who decided to subscribe and stop by and listen to what I have to say. I really do appreciate it. So I'm going to try to get aim for Tuesday. Like I said, it's probably going to be the new schedule. It's going to be Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday going forward. And at some point, maybe I'll start doing some every day. We'll have to see. As of right now, I'm just not there yet. It's unfortunate because of the style of how I trade. I know, Kai, you deal with the same thing sometimes, dealing with. Sometimes there's not much to talk about just because, you know, price does take its time to form certain setups. And yeah, so maybe down the line, I'll be able to do streams, you know, every day or every other day or a little bit more consistent. But for me, as of right now, what I got going on and how life is at the moment, 3 days a week seems like a good time / day selection for me, a good schedule for me to stick to. So until that does change, I will see you guys on Tuesday, probably around the same time, probably around like 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 to 3, depending on, you know, if I got anything going on. But yeah, until that comes, or hopefully, unless something dramatic or serious happens in the next day or so, that's gonna call it. I'm gonna call it a night for the stream. Like I said, thank you guys again. I really do appreciate you. I gotta work on an outro. Yeah, I'll come up with an outro sooner than later. But thank you guys so much again. I really do appreciate you. Maybe I gotta figure out how to get, for some reason, like the intro screens. I have one for an end screen, but it looks like it's all the same. I can't get it to individually change or, you know, set it up differently. So I'll have to see if I can mess with that later. But thank you guys so much again. I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. Until the next one, be good, be safe, stick to the plan, and hopefully we can get an answer soon. All right, folks, have a good night.